Well, hi, I've got a question. Can you prevent artery blockage? Now, there's a cardiologist in Southern California, Dr. Fuhrman, and he has an intensive, nutrient-rich diet program, and he can reverse blockages with his very strict but very, very healthy diet. But what I'm after is I'd like to prevent getting there. So can you prevent it? So it turns out there's 4 tests that will predict, they're laboratory tests, and they're very predictive if you're going in the wrong direction. If these tests elevate, you've got the very high likelihood that you're going to begin blocking the arteries or already are in that process. So the 4 tests, the first one is called homocysteine. We do a test called cardiac homocysteine. It's slightly more accurate, more precise in their processing of the blood. Homocysteine comes from the breakdown of proteins. As the protein is broken down into amino acids, it eventually ends up going through the kidneys. It's a stair-stepping process, and to go from one level to the next requires a significant amount of B vitamins, B12, folates, B6, and magnesium, the mineral magnesium. If you're low in these, we don't get rid of the homocysteine. The homocysteine starts to elevate, and it's a very, very aggressive artery damaging enzyme, and we'd like to get rid of it. It's a byproduct of proteins. Now the second one is called oxidized LDL. Now we're not measuring cholesterol. What we're measuring is the lipoprotein, low density lipoproteins, if they're oxidized. Now lipid protein, think of it as a plate in water, or think of it as a barge in the bloodstream. But it's inside the cell, and it transports the cholesterol as a fat. And inside the cell is going to be more of a liquid environment, and we need to transport this fat, and we need a barge to do it. It's called a lipoprotein. Now that lipoprotein, if it oxidizes, so think of being rancid, if it oxidizes, it damages the inside of the cell, and then those damaged cells, if you get enough of them, will end up causing the artery to be damaged. So it's not necessarily the cholesterol. The cholesterol is transported inside the cell to go to the nucleus to be turned into hormones. It's the transport barge. The lipoprotein is what gets measured. And the more thorough test is the entire lipoprotein, and that's called the oxidized LDL test. The next test is cardiac high sensitivity C-reactive protein. Now what this measures is your ability to repair. Now that could be your entire body, but the test tends to focus on the arteries, and that's most often what when the test is run. If it's elevated, it means you cannot repair your arteries. You cannot maintain your artery lining, so now damage can take over. The 4th test is for elevated blood sugar. When the blood sugar elevates, it will damage the artery lining, and that's the Hemoglobin A1C. So there's 4 tests. They're diet related. They're also nutrient related. So our diets tend to be low in the nutrients that we need at such a high demand and high intake to protect the arteries. If you go back to the 20s and the 30s, heart attacks were extremely rare. You just never really saw them. Today, they're all over the place. Our stressful lives, the nutrient intake is affecting us. So we can measure. So check out our website. We have more information there. And if you have any questions, email me. I'm happy to answer your questions. Thanks for watching.